Hey, this video you're about to watch has been kind of a labor of love. I've been helping Larry Bullock bring a legendary car from the Midwest back to life. Last time it was on the track was 8 years ago. So it's been really quite an enjoyable thing. We had to fix a water pump and the fuel pump, but really there wasn't too much wrong with the car for sitting that long. So it's on display after this is done at the Chevrolet Hall of Fame Museum in Decatur, Illinois. You can check it out. But if you want to see it one last time out, come to Coles County Dragway on August the 8th, which is a Saturday. He said he's going to make a pass down the track. Probably just kind of easy does it, but you never know. So you don't want to miss it. August the 8th at Coles County Dragway. Enjoy the video.
Larry's on, getting there first, 677 at 100. Here is Larry Bullock. Bullock garage is 5'68" Camaro. We'll get going for that one. Bullock yanking the wheels up on the first, second, and third end. He's in the 69 Camaro.
We got to get this old hot rod going, so we have got to fix this water pump leak. So we got to replace this gasket on the back of the water pump. That's what was dripping. It kind of threw us for a loop at first where the drip was coming from, but we're getting it figured out. We've already got the bolts loose, so I'm going to try to get these off of here real quick. Ooh, look at that. A little grody rusty in there. No problem. We'll clean that bad boy up. Just going to do a little scraping. Then I'll hit. You can see I got everything clean, both sides, got that cleaned up where we're going to put the epoxy, and I've got my two-part out on the pad, so I'm going to mix that up right now. Get all one. There we go. That ought to be good right there. I'm going to put a little bit on the inside and the outside. Mostly the inside. We'll let our little RTV help do some sealing too when we put this playback on too as well. That's not too bad right there. I'll put a little bit more on. Who's a moron? Had a guy one time get mad at me. We were out of coffee and I told him to put more on. He thought I called him a moron. Well, he was really a moron, but that was my out. It's the next day. We've got our plate all cleaned up. Our epoxy is nice and set up. I run a little brush over all this to get some of the rust off of it. And we've got our new gasket. And put that on here, like so. And we're going to put a little bit of RTV on it. This is pretty well pitted. As you can see some of the pitting and stuff. So we want to fill in all the imperfections. So here we go. Don't need a bunch, just a nice little layer. I'm going to put a thin layer on here too. There's a little bit of pitting in there. There we go. The only thing left is just to put the bolts in. Here we are in the Bullock garage. Get this old Camaro going again. And here's just a little panorama of the car. We all know that gentleman that painted it, Mr. Baird.
Baird put the stripes on it.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Butch Garner painted it white in '75 in
Okay.
his garage at home.
Still holding up well. We're going to try to get it out August the 10th. Excuse me, August the 1st, rather. And that'll be the last hurrah. And you can see this car after that at the Chevrolet Hall of Fame Museum in Decatur, Illinois. Look it up. Alright, I'll get this one. Is it easier with the socket? I can get it. Alright, the final test. We're putting water in it. Tell me what we've got here, Larry.
9.0 sheet from Bob Kemp, K-Motion Racing, Lafayette.
And what year was this sheet? Let's see, where's the date on that thing? I don't see it. Well, anyway, let's see what you got here.
Hey,
Oh, there it is, 03.
September of '03.
Yep, September. Let's see, let's look at these numbers here. Where's the peak horsepower was at
603.
8,300 RPM. That's a screamer.
Now
There's
this,
some more. Still 03.
it must have been the first team.
Yeah, 615. Now this one made it at 7,800 RPM. And that was 1995 on that one. There's another 1995. Let's see what we got here on this one.
612.
612 at 8,200 RPM. She's a screamer. What was the cubic inches on that, Larry?
331.
331.
Here's the sheet on it. Tells
Okay.
all the rods, the piston, the
The build
clearances,
sheet.
camshaft,
Yep.
valve springs, rods, pistons, everything.
Amazing.
There's the crankshaft, 327 steel.
Mm-hmm.
Rod length, compression ratio, compression height rather. The head gasket they use, all the clearances,
Mm-hmm.
all the torques, valve springs.
That's got to have some pretty kick butt valve springs for the kind of RPMs you run at that thing.
It does.
And the transmission is a
5-speed.
5-speed.
G&G 5-speed.
G&G 5-speed. And how many gears could you lift the wheels in?
All 5.
All 5. I visually, folks, I've seen that personally, so I know he's not telling a story.
Yep.
So,
And we run a 17 gear inter-bearing ratio.
and you've ran quarter mile with this
I
car
ran a quarter
too.
mile with it. It's screaming.
It was screaming. I watched you down at the old Gateway run that car. The old, when I went the other direction.
Yep. We raced south instead of north.
Yep, that's right.
Yep.
Yep, those were some fun times back then.
It was great.
Yep, it was. Our next little thing to fix, since we got that water pump going, is this BG400 Barry Grant fuel pump. And we're going to put new seals in it. It was leaking pretty good. These two screws out. This holds the electric motor down to the impeller area. Want to be careful. You don't want to pull the brushes and stuff out. You have to reset those. Ask me how I know. There it comes. It's coming. There it goes. There we go. Brush is still intact. I flipped it over there. You definitely don't want to lose this. This is your little keyway. Alright, we got to take this plate off. These Phillips screws can be pretty snug. Here we go. That's one of those like a tamper-proof style bolt, but we can untamper it. I just want to zoom in and show you that. Take a little chisel, a little tack hammer. Oop, there she goes. I don't think we have to worry about a warranty on this thing. That plate, got our impeller with all our little wheels in here. If I can get this out, let's see. Let me get the O-ring off first. That. Here's the impeller. All the little dogs here. 5 of them. That was hiding on me. There for 5, and then your little outer piece here. A lot like a power steering pump or even a transmission pump. Then we've got our bottom plate. It just comes out to, hey, we're down to the seal. Try to tip that so you can see that seal down in there. Almost got it. Well, it looks pretty good in there. I'm surprised it leaked, but it was whizzing, let me tell you. Here it comes. Here she comes. There. Something like that. So I'm going to take this tape, this black tape here, and just kind of tape it together so it don't come apart while we're waiting on parts. Keep it all nice and tight together. it right there. It's a new day, and we finally got our seal kit for our Barry Grant 400 fuel pump. And we got our 2 main seals we're going to put in so we can get this car back going. I'm going to put this seal in now. It's going to be kind of hard for me to, well, I've got to do the camera and get my fat fingers in there to get it, but I'll just show you after I get it. I just kind of work it in with my thumb and my fingers, and because you don't want to cut it at this point, as long as I had to wait for this crazy thing. There you can see it. Just kind of like that, nothing too trick about that. What I'm going to do next is remount the electric motor, and then I'll start putting the impeller and the little impeller fins in it and the keyway and button it up, and then the next time you see this, it'll be being installed in a Camaro. To install the motor, I put just a little bit of this on the shaft so it'll go in that seal nice and smooth. I've still got the tape on here to keep this thing together. Just carefully pushing it through the seal like so. And then I'm going to start these bolts here. Okay. That tape out of there that I had to hold this motor together. There we go. Lay my rag back down, flat. Then we'll just tighten up the motor, electrical motor screws here. 5/16 hex for those of you keeping score at home. Okay, now we're ready to start putting the business end of the pump together. Putting our plate in, our bottom plate in first. There's a little, as you can see here, there's a little notch there and there's a pin down in there. So we're going to put this down in there first, and it drops right in. Next we have this piece, and that also has a little notch in it that lines up with the same pin that the lower plate does. So we'll just kind of walk this thing in. It's plastic, phenolic, I guess you want to call it. And she's down. Then this, your impeller wheel, next. Got your little place for your keyway. We line it up with the flat on the shaft. Drop it in like so. Keyway. Next, we just put these little dogs in there to for our vane. These are our vanes for the vane pump. You can see the shiny spot, which direction they go. You know which way. Putting the plate on. And the bolts. Tape stuck to the screwdriver. Okay, I'll just put the finishing tightening on these screws, and next time you see it, it'll be on the car, and hopefully it doesn't leak. Okay, folks, we are back at the Bullock Racing Center, and we're gonna make some noise here today. We just got the fuel pump installed. I spared you the video of that. No leaks, it primed up, and I think we're ready to make it fire for the first time in how long?
8 years or so.
8 years. So unless something else is gonna be fungalous, we might have it started.
Let's give it a try.
Alrighty.
You check it for leaks.
Okay, will do. We're good back there, and there's no leaks back there. Suspense is killing me. I hope it lasts.
I'm going to crank it and see if we can build oil pressure.
Okay. Checking for oil pressure now. Uh-oh. Come on, baby. Almost. No leaks yet, Larry. Still dry. Oh, yeah. Hey! After 8 years, the beast is awakened. Right, Larry?
We got her going.
That sounds good.